just feel like the inequality between women and men is going to take a really long time to get over that hump.
And we're already there. Wow, it took a while to get over that hump. Let me start off by saying that I know my avatar / background, whatever you call it, looks really stupid, and that's because I didn't want to use my face for this one. I'm currently at home and don't have a good background to look at, so I wanted to have an animated rhino in the background, but Sugartits is currently working on drawing my new one, and until that gets done, you're going to see this ugly piece of shit, or I may rotate with other ugly pieces of shit, but yeah, so I just simply Googled animated rhino and this came up. And this will be my replacement until we get to whatever Sugartits finishes up for us. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. This video is a response to a rant by an employee at the company Roosterteeth. Now, Roosterteeth is a gaming company, a company that I've been a huge fan of for a long time. They're actually part of the inspiration for some of my gaming videos, and I've been a huge fan of a lot of their employees for a long time now. Back when they originally started Roosterteeth, which was quite a few years ago, and it's what originally made them popular. But they occasionally will do these off-topic rants on, I think it's a secondary channel or a different channel where they do these sort of off-topic things. And a lot of times they're pretty interesting, a lot of times they're pretty funny. I find a lot of the main employees at the company are quite hilarious, and so I find it very entertaining to watch these videos. But occasionally they will hire a moron like Mika here, or Mika, sorry, Mika I think is her name. But I want to start off by saying that she does not represent the company. Her views are not the views of the company. They are her own personal views, which she is encouraged to express in these off-topic rants. That's perfectly fine. I'm all for free speech and freedom of expression. All the power to her, and I'm really happy that Rooster Teeth was able to provide this platform for her to express these views. I'm also very proud to say that the fans of Rooster Teeth did not buy into her bullshit one bit. Not only was she getting hate originally when she was hired, but she got a fuck ton of hate for expressing these harmful and incorrect views, and she still is getting hate to this day on whatever video she is featured in on the gaming channel. You just see a ton of dislikes and people calling her out for her shit. So this is mainly entertainment for my fans and for any new potential fans who probably won't see the Rooster Teeth video, because I don't think a lot of people who are in this community are also in the gaming community like I am. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. And I apologize if I am wrong about that. But let's get right into tearing apart this piece of shit.
Not even just pay equality.
Men and women earn the same for the same work. That's what matters. Women choose to earn less on average.
But when it comes to sexualizing equality, it's just like a guy sleeps with a lot of girls, he's an awesome bro. A girl sleeps with a lot of guys,
do you think
she's a
that's
slut.
still the case? Like when I was a teenager, I would say that was definitely the case.
Oh no, it's still the case these days. Like if I say I've slept with a lot of guys today, I'm a slut. If a guy sleeps with a lot of guys today, or girls today, he's, oh, good for you, bro, what up, that's so cool.
There are biological reasons as to why this is the case. Men have to, quote-unquote, work for sex, while women can pretty much get sex whenever they want, which is part of why it applies. But I've also seen videos, I think it was Teal Deer might have done a video on this issue, where he actually covered it more in depth and explains the biological side of why this may be true. Now, this has nothing to do with gender equality. And actually, I would disagree nowadays that men are high-fived for sleeping with a lot of girls. One of my roommates was a womanizer, and he slept with more girls than you can imagine, and no one congratulated him. No one thought he was a hero. Most people just thought he was a douche. And for women sleeping around and being called sluts, number one, how are they finding out that you're sleeping around? Number two, what does it matter if they call you a slut? Why not just embrace that title? Why not just not worry about it? It's not a big deal if someone calls you a slut. It's not sexism. It has nothing to do with sexism or gender. It just has to do with the fact that men happen to have to work for sex, and that's it.
Oh, it's why
for some people, I look down on
for feminism.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's a bit of a slut.
The fact that feminism is still a bad word when feminism literally means equality of the sexes.
Whoa. That is completely different than the actual definition of feminism. It has nothing to do with actual overall gender equality. It has to do with raising women to men to supposedly be equal, or equality for women on the grounds of social, political, and economic status. However, this obviously is just a definition, and definitions don't apply. Feminism is a bad word because of the actions of feminists. especially people like you. Now, I don't think Mika is a bad feminist. I think what she is she's just a modern day person who believes in equality, who buys into the bullshit from the far left. And that is the harm of feminism and the radical left, is they come up with these bullshit lies and they spread them and then people start to buy into them. That is the harm and the badness of feminism.
Until women are completely treated as equals, then it's going to take a while.
Yeah, it's going to take quite a while for women to be treated equal to men, because currently women are treated better than men, but feminists are still pushing for women to be treated even better. So how is that fair?
It's also just like racism. It's going to take a while. If someone actually says to me, to my face, racism is over, I will kick you so hard you will taste my shoe.
Threat of violence, how classy. I don't believe that racism is over. Racism will never be over because every individual has their own prejudices against everyone else, and racism is just an issue where people will have their own personal prejudices forever. But that's not the issue. The issue is not individual racism, but actually systematic racism, which can still not be proven to exist, and currently in our society, which we're going to be getting into it a little bit later, black people actually have more privilege than white people because they're given more shit.
And I know that as a black bisexual woman, I know that all of the minorities that I am, I'm not going to be equal for a really long while.
You are a woman who's paid the same as her male counterparts, but you have privileges because you're more likely to be hired because you're a woman for diversity's sake, as well as you have movements like feminism and the overall radical left pushing for you to have even more rights, even though you have equal rights to me. As a bisexual woman, I don't see what that has to do with anything because you have every single right that I have as a straight person. Being bisexual, you don't lack any rights. You have the rights you need unless you're talking about something like polygamy or something along those lines. The only area where there could be a potential issue is you being black, but there is no current evidence that there is systematic racism that exists towards black people, so I don't know where you are facing this inequality, but as a black person, you are more likely to get something handed to you because of movements like Black Lives Matter and the radical left wanting to give more handouts and wanting black people to be treated better.
On one hand, I'm proud to be a black woman. On the other hand, I'm ashamed to be a black woman.
Really? You use the word ashamed?
Oh my God. Until I think about 2 years ago, I hated being black.
Really?
I hated it.
I'll have it.
It was.
Can we trade?
That is Michael in the orange shirt, one of my favorite employees from Roosterteeth, and he is bringing up a good point, whether intentionally or not. I would absolutely trade positions with you, Mika, to be a black woman in the United States right now, because I would have so many privileges thrown at me. I can get into a college with a lot lower of an SAT score simply because I'm black. I can be offered a hell of a lot more scholarships than I'm offered right now as a white person simply because I'm black. I'm more likely to be hired for diversity's sake simply because I'm black. Police are more afraid to arrest me or have any sort of confrontation with me in case they would look racist simply because I'm black. You are incredibly privileged as a black woman in America, and I would absolutely love to trade places with you.
I walk outside in Texas and I'm scared.
Really?
Not Austin, but I don't want to drive to anywhere else in Texas because I'm actually scared of getting killed.
Mika, do you know anything about statistics? As a black woman, do you know where you're most likely to be killed? In a ghetto by other black people. In Austin, Texas, or outside of Austin, Texas, rather, you're perfectly safe. You are not going to be killed because you are black. Even the KKK doesn't kill black people anymore. It doesn't happen. The people that kill other black people, well, that gives it away, are other black people. Black people are your biggest endangerment to your life. You are most likely to be killed by another black person, yet you're worried about going out in Texas. Texas is incredibly conservative, but they are absolutely not going to kill you because you're black. This is the paranoia of the radical left manifesting itself in someone who is not radical left. You can't just believe all the bullshit that you hear.
I'm scared of being another statistic of a dead black person because of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Then stay away from other black people. That is how you can stop being a statistic.
And it's just a shitty thing to live with of like, I like to dress nicely and put makeup on every day because I'm slightly racist against black people. I don't want to be another black person.
Wait a minute, making yourself look good is racist towards yourself because you're black? What kind of bullshit have you bought into where you think you're racist for putting on makeup and dressing up nice? This is so sad to see this radical left bullshit ideology manifesting itself in someone who is clearly not that left wing. And the rest of the video, she kind of just rants on about random bullshit that I don't really care to talk about, because I just wanted to hit on some of the main points that she made in this video. Now, I'm going to leave the link to the video in the description. This is an excerpt posted by a third party. This is not posted by Roosterteeth themselves, so please do not go and hate on this person or this video. They just simply posted it as an excerpt so people didn't have to watch a 2-hour video to find where she does this little rant. So yeah, go ahead and check it out, and you can watch the whole video. It's only about 7 minutes long. You can hear all of her points and form your own opinions as well. I also want it there so people know that I'm not cherry picking her when I'm making these arguments. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and as always, have a nice day.